Proceedings over Kolkata case in the top court. Let's dip in.
Investigation. We'll stop. Having perused the report, it appears that the investigation is in progress. We'll stop. We direct the CBI to file a fresh status report by the next date of hearing. We'll stop. List on so and so for considering the fresh status report to be filed by the CBI. So we take it up on Monday for, Tuesday for considering the status report, which would be then filed by the CBI. Let's see what happens between now and because a lot of what has been collected during the course of the last 10 days is subject to further verification. And
we'll also investigate, my lord, who collected the samples because this.
Fair enough.
We will send.
We will stop you. Nor are we guiding the CBI that we want a particular line of investigation to be conducted. CBI is doing it. You have flagged issues in the status report. You tell us next Monday what further emerges.
This also on record. The report of the FSL.
We'll return this back to you. Why should we retain it right now?
Whichever way, my lord. Comments.
We'll return that back to you.
Just one more thing. Just my lord, out of my lord, the lady.
First, we'll retain only the second status report on the record. The rest of the papers we'll return back to you.
My lord, there are 3 lady companies, my lord, of CISF. My lord, they are not providing the accommodation to them. They have to travel, my lord, from CISF camp, which is 1.5 hours away from the state. My lord, thereafter, my lord, there are several things which we have requested. It is ordered dated 22nd. We are, my lord, almost 15 plus days down the line.
Well, as we have provided, in fact, if your lordship looks at our note, we have provided all that they wanted us to provide, everything that they wanted. Just give it to me.
The three companies of women constables.
Yes, and
regarding the
accommodation for women.
Where are they presently housed?
Well, that's I just show to your lordship's. Please. Kindly see.
Look, can I have at least that?
Yeah, we'll just give it to you.
Yes. And I'll also share what is not provided so that you
just give it to you.
At least henceforth you
kindly see the accommodation.
Yes.
KMCP Day School, 2.6 kilometers, 13 minutes away. One company proposed strength, one company 54 women personnel. Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital, 6 minutes away. One company, 54 women personnel.
No, when?
These have been provided.
Since
then there are 3 flats in RMO quarters within so-and-so. On site, 25 personnel. Currently, 20 CIFS personnel are staying in 2 flats of RMO quarters within the hospital, and the rest of the CIFF personnel are commuting from 12 kilometers away. And the school and Indira Maitri Shishu Kalyan Hospital were undergoing construction, and therefore these are identified by the CISF themselves, Malal. So we put them there. And most of the state police officers deployed by so-and-so come from far-off places like Police Training Academy, Howrah, which is 22 kilometers away, Bodyguard Lines, which is 12 kilometers, and Police Training School, which is 10 kilometers. So, Malal, I mean,
this is my instruction as on
our status reports, Malal, sets out everything.
As on 10:30 today, Malal, this is my instruction.
No, but we are telling.
Kindly have a look at this, Malal. We should not be fighting on this, Malal. The CISF.
Therefore, exactly.
We requested for handheld metal detectors. We requested for door-size metal detectors.
Everything is provided.
They provided that after 2 weeks, but this is
no. We provided there.
Let's have a look at this.
Just a second. What is now remaining to be provided? Mr. Solicitor, you have seen this. They say for housing one company of women personnel consisting of 54 persons, they have provided at KMCP Day School, which is 2.6 kilometers.
Kindly have a look at 10:30. At 10:30, this is
let the registrar of the High Court go and see, Malal.
Yes.
Let 10:30, Malal. This is at 10:30.
Let him go and see.
I don't want, Malal. I'm not enjoying.
Can we look at this for a moment, please?
Yes.
Accommodation for one company provided in 3 locations as below. RMO Quarter, Ajikor Hospital, 20 persons. KMCP School, 40 persons. Indira Maitri Southern, 30 persons. Likely to be handed over by evening today. 2 companies are
yet to be provided accommodation. Some security gadgets are provided, some are not provided. Lord, I'm not gaining anything by pointing this out. This is what is needed. Lord, if some incident takes place, Lord, I stand responsible now for the security. The CISF is responsible.
Just one second. Mr. Sibal, you just checked, Ms. Astha Sharma, you can check with the officers.
Yeah,
In your statement, where you have said one company, 54 women personnel,
yes.
that covers one and the same company,
Oh, is-
which is
Either
being
one
provided
company
at
or 54 women
KMCP and
personnel.
Indira Maitri or Shishu Kalyan
no,
Hospital.
it's one company / 54 women personnel.
Right, but the same one company.
Yeah.
But now, as of date, they have deployed 3 companies. So the other 2 are yet to be provided by you.
My Lord, when
One
this
second.
is provided?
One
This
here,
is
Manoj,
provided
kindly see
yesterday.
Indira Maitri, that's the other one too.
Yeah, that's the second one.
That's the second one. It's in Indira Maitri, Manoj, which is
So
1.7
we are trying
kilometers.
to tally what they have handed over with what you have handed over. What they have handed over suggests accommodation for one company provided in 3 locations, which includes 40 persons at KMCP and 30 at Indira Maitri Southern, and 20 persons at RMO Quarter. Now, that indicates that only one company is taken care of. There are other 2.
According to us, no.
Persons plus.
Just ask the registrar to go and
Why
check.
don't you?
One
Can,
company, why register?
can we suggest this? Why do we have to ask the registrar to do all this?
Because they are contesting.
An officer of the state government and an officer of the a senior officer of the CISF.
We have done that, Manoj.
Not one
On
company
ground, we have
can-
done that. They are not wanting, in fact, Manoj, on the ground, the story is different. Manoj, what can we say, Manoj?
But one
All right,
company
ऐसा लिख
is
लीजिए.
90 individuals,
Okay.
90 officers.
A total of 3 companies of CISF personnel has been deployed for the security at Hajikor Medical College and Hospital. Full stop. Mr. Kapil Sibal, the state of West Bengal has in its submission indicated that provision for housing the personnel has been made thus, colon, ये in case में page 1 को tabulated chart ले लीजिए. Prima facie, it appears from the above tabulation that the prima facie, don't say prima facie, it appears from the tabulation. In the statement which has been placed on the record by the union government, on the other hand, it has been indicated that accommodation for one company has been provided in 3 locations, namely at bracket 1, RMA Quarter, -RG Hospital, bracket 20 persons, 2, KMCP School, -40 persons, semicolon, and bracket 3, Indira Maitri Southern, 3, bracket 30 persons. And that the premises are likely to be handed over by the evening today. Full stop. In order to obviate any logistical difficulties, we direct that an officer of the nominated, a sufficiently senior officer of the Home Department nominated by the state of West Bengal, and a senior officer of the CISF at the spot shall jointly liaise so as to ensure that all the 3 companies of the CISF personnel which have been deployed at the spot are duly provided for accommodation in the vicinity at par with what has been stated in the tabulated position set out above. Full stop. Next. In the event that any further full stop arrangements have been made for providing 6 buses, 4 trucks, and 3 light motor vehicles. Full stop. The 2 officers shall ensure that all requisitions, that necessary requisitions which are made by the CISF are duly complied with by 5 p.m. today. Full stop. Necessary gadgets for security purposes shall likewise be arranged no later than by 9 p.m. Today.
No, my lord.
As a matter of fact, this is also provided, must have been provided tomorrow, yesterday or day after. I don't wish to trivialize the magnitude of the
Now,
problem I am dealing with.
one further
I
thing now.
say
My lord,
not
I have
of-
three issues that I wish to place before you.
Before we hear you on those issues, Mr. Sibal, what steps have been taken by the state of West Bengal because we had said that pending the finalization of the recommendations of the National Task Force, we would like the state of West Bengal to immediately put into place necessary measures which would bring into being some sense of
Yeah.
security and,
We have got a report, my lord, from the health department.
and
Just
provision
hand
of
it.
adequate measures for the doctors,
Yes, yes.
nurses, and the paramedical staff.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Status report.
Status report that we have filed, my lord.
The health secretary.
Make a prayer, let the competence of the autopsy service be also involved within the party of the investigation. And also they had offered money so that they can, my lord, speak in tune of the police. These should also be within the party of the investigation. That's my humble appeal.
Look, we need not pass any separate order because what you are saying is already a part of the status report. That the CBI is looking into all these aspects.
I appreciate just one thing, that this postmortem could not have taken place after 6 o'clock in the evening. There are standing instructions. Everything, my lord, will just kindly take the postmortem report once and just give me 2 minutes. I will show your lordships how this entire investigation has been compromised. After 6 o'clock in the evening, a postmortem cannot be conducted anywhere in India and in the state of Bengal when it is a rape and murder. There has to be a noting of the civil surgeon on the postmortem report that the Deputy Commissioner of Police or the Commissioner of Police has certified it. Then it has to go to the superintendent. Superintendent certifies it and then sends it to the postmortem doctors. These three postmortem doctors, one of whom is a professor of forensics, my lord, knows this, but still, what is the reason? The reason was to get rid of the body. What Justice Patiwala was continuously asking, the GD entry number 576. My lord will ask them to show Form 27. And I'll answer Justice Patiwala's questions in 1 minute. Form 27, please. Form 27 is the first information report. In the first information report, there are various columns. Column 3, C2 gives the GD entry number.
Column C.
C2 gives the GD entry number by which the FIR was started. The FIR was started by GD entry number 577. The UD case was 576, as pointed out by Justice Patiwala. It was registered at 11:40 in the night, 45 in the night. But in the history,
That was pointed out the last time also.
in the history, Marot, in my last 27 years in my career, I have never come across a case where seizure takes place prior to the lodging of the FIR.
The FIR has been registered at 23:30 hours.
Yes,
Yes.
now, Marot, there was a previous FIR.
Along with
The FIR has been suppressed.
If you see,
I will show it.
3 doctors sign off on it.
Anak,
I will show on the
6, 10 to 7, 10. Let him say.
Let it complete his submission.
Dead body arrives, 6:10.
Mr. Counsel, please complete your submission. Yes.
Marot will kindly take one. Marot will kindly take section.
Just tell us on the facts, what are you saying?
Marot will kindly take the postmortem report and compare it with the UD case which was started. In the postmortem report, the Lordship will see whether the clothes of the victim were produced before the postmortem doctor. The entire, the jeans, the top, the undergarments, everything was produced or not. Because as per the, I'll show the notification, they have to be sealed by the postmortem doctor and handed over to the investigating officer. If your Lordship sees in the top whether the clothes were sent to the investigating officer of the UD case by the postmortem doctor. I will kindly ask them to just give a copy of it.
Of the postmortem.
Postmortem. And allow me to place.
We've handed over the postmortem.
We have seen the postmortem report. Just show us the postmortem report.
We've handed over.
Either the state of Bengal or the CBI.
Well,
We saw it last time, but since
Yes.
he's making a point, let's appreciate what the point is.
So the parents also, they had a list of demands, including the parents.
So,
postmortem report doesn't even say at what time it is conducted.
Give it to us.
I'm sorry, that too.
Yeah. It says that at the time, everything is there. I don't know why you're making these.
Please tell us what the time of death is.
It's
Just
a
1 second.
condition of the
Take out copy.
subject, Miller's, your lordships will find on the left-hand side.
Lordships will kindly see at the top. First will be the videograph. Conducted by whom? No designation. Who is he? From where did he come? Nothing. Was the CD on a rewritable CD or was it a non-rewritable CD? It has to be mentioned on the first line of the postmortem report.
The judicial magistrate was present during
is
postmortem
immaterial.
call for his report.
All the 3 doctors are part of the,
5 female doctors were present.
all are part of the North Bengal lobby.
Family.
Don't discuss such things here. Please.
My lord will kindly see the second line. It has to be at 4 degrees centigrade.
The postmortem report refers to Tala PS UD case number 861,
Yes.
dated 9 August 2024.
Yeah.
My lord, that's where the mystery lies, because between 2:30 in the afternoon, when they say the GD entry was lodged, that is 5:65, and 11:30 in the night, there are only 10 GD entries in Tala police station. Lordships will kindly appreciate that. Between 2:30 and in the afternoon and 11:30 in the night, there are only 10 GD entries. Or was this entire thing manufactured? And my lord, this started way back in 1953. It was the first case in Bengal where GD entries are manufactured.
You know that, what he said.
All right, so that was a quick fiery exchange between the lawyers representing the government and the CBI. Again, with regard to the timeline, the official mentions that were made, whether in the general diary as an entry or whether as an FIR that was registered.
Everything will be clear. The judicial magistrate witnessed all this. Call for that report.
Not on magistrate or these.
Magistrate makes no difference.
Give me a minute.
My lord,
Please have a
every police station has a natural death.
No difference, he said.
Sorry.
So kindly have a look at left-hand side bottom, the finding. In the case of wounds, not note whether there is any indication of wounds being homicidal, etc. Then the report is death was due to effects of manual strangulation associated with smothering, as noted above. Now please see manner of death, homicidal. There is a medical evidence of forceful penetration, insertion in her genitals, possibly of sexual assault. And see, my lord, the FSL report. My lord, I have marked, my lord, 2
CFS.
my lord, seized items.
Just give us that.
Even that. I'll just.
So referring to how the manner of death was homicidal and how it was very clearly there were injury marks and physical assault, sexual assault that appeared to be in the injuries, and then refers to the FSL report as well. Look at the constant interaction, deliberation, the strong team representing whether the Bengal government led by Kapil Sibal and representing the CBI is Tushar Mehta. The focus has been, remember, for the judge bench is to ascertain if there was a delay, if there was a sluggish proceeding by the Bengal police, Kolkata police specifically. So everything that was on record and at what time was it put on record is also being discussed here. Remember, possibly the world is also watching these proceedings because it wasn't just about Kolkata. The whole country witnessed protest, specifically the medical fraternity, but there were protests seen in other countries as well. And therefore, this incident had sparked global outrage too. And therefore, as to what and how the top court of this country may decide on this case and hereon could set examples with regard to how the police also needs to take this further. It appears Kapil Sibal is speaking in this matter. Let's listen in and try to find out. And just to also
in the
inform...
second swab, flag, I'm sorry. In the second swab, second flag, please see B, the observations. In the second flag, please see B. First, my lord, please see the first flag. My lord, I have marked 2. Exhibit U1, Exhibit U2. Correct, my lords?
Right.
Does my lord Justice Pardiwala and Justice Mishra get?
Yes.
Now, kindly come to the second flag. And please see, my lord, the findings of this laboratory. From the above observations, it is concluded that, then B. B. So and so, I am not reading it. So please see the underlined portion, my lord. Rest.
Right, so that's the top story right now coming in from the Supreme Court and with regard to Kolkata case. And while the incident and its timeline is focused, it's as much about was there a nexus, what the investigation status has been like, security of doctors and the deployment of CISF and more.